What's going on, family? Just here, the pastor here. Just to motivate you into understanding that, man, what a joy it is in the struggle. It is, man. You gotta really find the joy in the struggle. You gotta really find the passion in the struggle. And coming from struggle, as a kid, I grew up struggling. You know what I'm saying? And being raised in a single parent household from a young age, being the oldest, kind of playing the role of big brother, kind of the father figure of the house, but still a kid, not knowing a goddamn thing, So, I thank God for being able to, kind of grow up with the struggling mentality. A lot of people say, oh, that's a horrible mentality to have, the poverty and, struggle and all that. But I don't agree. I think that that's what's missing in the world. Too many silver spoons being had, too much, too many people just getting handouts out here. They don't really know what it is to struggle. The best people, man, the best spirits, man, evolve and come from struggle. That's just what it is. When you understand what it is to struggle and really make a way when there is no way, then those people really know how real God is, and how real active God is out here in the world right now. He ain't just some spook in the sky. If you ain't got no struggle, then you gonna think you God, which a lot of people do. A lot of people think they God out here, and it's a shame, unfortunate really, because there's no way that you can really, be any use to God in this life. You ain't a vessel to anything but your damn self, which ain't gonna really do nothing for you in the big scheme of things. Yeah, you might get a little of this and a little of that in this life, but I mean, come on, man, what is this, couple years that we get to spend here on this planet, man, or in this world or in this experience, whatever it is. This is not to be taken for granted, because not only does it matter, to how we, do here and how we treat people here and what goes on right now, but you got to understand the karma and even the thought of reincarnation. You got to get the thought of heaven and hell and all that stuff out of your head, because that's too elementary. That's too it's too commercial. It really is. Really understanding that you're gonna have to pay for your actions, and that your actions and your thoughts and your decisions are gonna affect you. And when you transition from here, that's different. When you think about that, and when you can really meditate on that and, put that to use, then you can really, get some understanding and some clearance, not only to, the future, but also to, the past too. You may even come in contact to, real spiritual generational curses and real things that you may have had to deal with, not only in this life that got, but in the life maybe that you might have lived before. Man, that shit is real. I don't care, man, what anybody wants to say. Study to show your own self approved. This is not really about opinions and anything like that, but I'm just here to give you my perspective off of what I study in the field and what I've been through. And I'm here to tell you that this life and what you do and what you say and your decisions that you make, you will have to pay for. Not only, in the karma of this present life, but I mean, it's just what it is. The things that are inside you form what's outside you. Okay. Your spirit forms your organs. It's just what's in you will come out of you. That's just what it is. It may not come out of you right now, but it will. It's all according to God's timing, period. We can think that we're running things with our physical abilities, but we ain't running shit. We ain't running shit at all. Okay. And the more that you humble yourself down to that fact, the more wisdom that you will gain in situations that you go through in life. Okay, this is not about trying to know more so that you can have an advantage on people when you go through a situation. Nah, this is about knowing more, yes, but going into a situation with an open mind so that you can receive whatever it is that you need to receive out that situation, and you better hope that it's a struggle. What you need to get up on people for? Why do you need to be the one on the pedestal? Why do you got to be the one with your foot on people's neck? It's not really about that out here in this bitch, man. It ain't about that at all, So we need to understand the joy in the struggle. And we do. A lot of us do. But at the end of the day, we need to keep encouraged and stay motivated in that. And even when things are going good, we need to understand the struggle in that. And the easy way to do that is by looking in that mirror and understanding how the flesh ain't shit. And how the flesh can go this way and that way from one extreme to the next under any circumstances. The flesh gets carried away when we going through good things. We get too carried away in our good days and our good shit. you know, and a lot of us get, you know, a little bit too down in our down days, and we all have them, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we need to snap out that shit, you know what I'm saying? Snap out of all these good days and snap out of worried about bad days. And every day needs to be treated the same. That's what we need to practice. That's the hard shit to do. Okay. But it will prepare you not only for the task that you have to complete in this life, but also the spirit and the mind, you know what I'm saying? Everything that's in you that has to be prepared for when you transition out of here. Come on, man. That's what this is about. You know, this is about preparing yourself, purifying yourself, you know what I'm saying? So that when you transition out of here, man, it's going to be favorable for your spirit, man. Okay. It's going to be a sense of graduation for your spirit. Not a failure, you know what I'm saying? Not a, oh, you got to repeat some shit, or oh, you just, you know, you got to go back and do some shit in even more fucked up situations. It's just, you know, you have to make it real to yourself, because it is just that real, okay? It's just not the things that we can see and hear and taste, okay? It's just only, we have to be able to come up with these things based off of observation, based off of living, based off of loving, okay? Based off of seeking the kingdom, not seeking wisdom or seeking money or seeking an advantage. Understand these key things, man. These will help you in life, okay? In any type of situation, help you at work, help you in relationships, help you in whatever, okay? Help you if you're just by yourself out here trying to navigate through this bullshit and not be distracted. So understand how important it is, okay, to be able to come to yourself and be like, you know, I might be having a good day, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to forget the struggle of trying to be a righteous individual in a world that doesn't want righteousness at all. They claim they want righteousness, but they don't want righteousness in this world. So you have to understand that in yourself. You can't go out there and be mad at the world for not wanting righteousness or saying they want righteousness and, you know, doing everything opposite. No, you have to find righteousness in yourself, in your spirit, so that you can be able to live that every day. Come on. It's just what it is. You have to be able to live it every day. And regardless of what anybody has to say, if God be for you, can't nobody be against you. That don't just apply to a group of people. That applies to every individual person who chooses to seek the kingdom of God in their life, period. No matter what gender, no matter what age, no matter who the hell you like to have sex with, none of that shit. Okay? Those are things that bother people. Okay? God looks much deeper than that. Okay? God looks much deeper than that. And you know, people better not fool themselves into thinking anything different. If you think God give a damn about where you having sex and what you doing out here in this world, he don't, man. But in what you doing, if that affects how you are able to love him and love others, come on, man, that's an easy one, okay? Yeah, it could be sex and drugs for somebody, but then it could also be money and pride for another person. You know, it could be, you know, another person being down and out, but for another person, it could be them being too high, just like the rich man. You know what I'm saying? It varies for people, but you have to understand that you have to seek it individually. So you don't get caught off guard by trying to look at somebody else, thinking that applies to you in that type of way of fashion. It don't. It don't. It is so silly to look at other people. It's so silly to look at other people. That's why the scriptures say when you looking at the speck, you know what I'm saying, the little thorn in somebody else's eye, you got a whole log in your own shit. So it's like, okay, cool. You know, you can do it. You can look at other people, but don't play yourself. When you're looking at other people, know that you might see a little something that might be true or that you think is what's going on, but you need to be able to hit that back with yourself and be able to look at yourself and not put yourself in the mirror, put yourself under the sword, man, and be able to hold yourself accountable to what you're seeing out here. Okay, even if you're seeing disturbing things around you, you need to be able to turn that back around and be able to say, you know what? Let me make sure that I'm purifying myself of disturbing shit that I may be doing. You don't give yourself a pass to do disturbing shit because somebody else is out here doing more disturbing shit than what you're doing. Nah, man, it ain't about that, man. Keep your spirit pure, man. Okay, keep your spirit in a sense of struggle, because that's what it is. The spirit can't be free here. The spirit can't just come out like it is here, because this is the world of the flesh. The flesh has to get it in. The flesh has to seek this thing and get it on its own. Yes, you can be led in God by the spirit, and that's what I hope you are being led by. But at the end of the day, the flesh has to do the work. The flesh has to do the work. So, you know, you can rely on your flimsy ass flesh to do the hard work, but I ain't gonna rely on my shit. You know what I'm saying? This is here today, gone today. Okay, we can die any day. We don't know. I'm not putting faith in the flesh, not at all. That's what Christ taught us to do. He taught us not to put faith in the flesh by laying his life down, but more specifically on teaching us the things that he taught us. What he taught was how to lay the flesh down. What he taught was how not to glorify the flesh, which is glorifying the game, which is what you see a lot of individuals do. They glorify this game, man. They glorify it. So now who does that really, distract? It distracts the people that are lost out here. It distracts the sheep. It distracts the youth. And what I'm saying? It's not cool at all to be out here, misleading the youth. It's just not cool to do that. You could come in the name of whoever the hell you want to come in the name of, but if you're misleading them and misguiding them, then you're wrong. And you're going to have to pay for that. You're going to have to pay that. You will, it's just what it is. And if you're messing with God's children, individuals that's really out here got a hunger and a spirit and for God, they really want to know God, you know what I'm saying? And then you out here, you might know a little something, and then you feeding these people, poison coming from your own self and your own feelings and emotions and your own brain, you know what I'm saying? False prophets, man. You're going to have to answer for that shit too, because a lot of people are really hungry out here, man, and they really want to know God, and they really know that, it's something bigger than religion that's in them that they feel in their spirit. They don't want to be held down by a certain religion because they see how that tears people. They see how that get people in arguments and debates. I'm not debating nobody about what I believe in as far as God, as far as what's right for my spirit. That right there puts my spirit in not agreement with God. The minute that I feel like I need to fight or argue or anything like that, I'm immediately stepping out of the presence, man, of the Most High, period. And I have to know that, because I'm not perfect. I may, get caught slipping and start debating or arguing with somebody, but then at the end of the day, I have to be able to catch myself. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about, man. Worry about your damn self, man. Catch yourself, man, while you doing your shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't be trying to catch nobody else up and while they doing their shit. You know what I mean? It just don't make any sense to do that. And even if you do get caught up in doing that, you need to know that's what you're doing. Yeah, you catching somebody else shit, you catching that little splinter out their eye. But remember, if you go too far with that shit in your spirit, remember that log, you're going to get reminded of that log in your eye. You're going to get exposed. This is the way this life goes, man. So yeah, man, I love y'all, man. And this is coming from, yes, I'm a pastor. Yes, I'm saying? This is what I do. I speak, I'm saying? I have prison ministry. I speak with men going through divorce. I speak with men, period. I speak with women. I speak whoever, man, God puts in my path, man. But at the end of the day, this is for, the ones that are really out here wanting to seek God and understand who he is, and not just have to read in a book or have to listen to a sermon of somebody reading out a book. Because I do read the Bible. I read the Quran. I read books all the time. I brought up as a Christian, but at the end of the day, today, it's not time for that. It's not time for that. There's no prayer that you can pray. There's no religion that you can join that's going to get you in. No, you got to live this shit. You got to live. You got to understand this. Really, you got to really understand it so that you can live it. You know what I'm saying? Just like you understand that your ass need to eat every day and take a shit, and go to the bathroom, all that, just like you understand that, you need to understand the concepts of the spirit. You need to understand the ways of God. Okay. You need to understand that, because not only is your day-to-day actions and your karma in this life going to depend on it, but also what happens to your spirit when you transition out of here. Much love, respect, man. Pastor out.